Hello friends, we are going to write Achievers Shorthand English Senior August 2012. Get ready. Start. Mr. Speaker Sir, I move the motion of thanks to the Governor for his address to the Legislature. Mention has been made in the address about cyclone and famines in some districts. In this connection, I would like to point out that for many years we have had famines and cyclones in some part of the country. So far as our state is concerned, we have had famine either on account of little rain or sometimes too much of it. In spite of our best efforts, we find that the resources for meeting such conditions are no longer available, and we do not know how we are going to solve these problems if famines and cyclones continue. Today, we have to take into account what has happened in the past 3 or 4 years. Though the government have done much, it has always been felt to be very little. But I think with the experience that the government have in the past, it should be possible for them to go into the question of famine and the possible help that they have to render in future as quickly as possible. I wish to point out that some machinery should be constituted so that the condition created by famines during the last 4 or 5 years may be studied, and it may be decided as to what can be done to give relief to the people as early as possible. I turn to the problem of agriculture. In our country, we should give the greatest attention to agriculture. Whatever may be the size of our population, food has got to be produced. So far as our state is concerned, we have to intensify agricultural operations so that we may be able to grow much more than what we are doing now. If we adopt scientific methods of agriculture and use better manure, I think that it will be possible to increase production. It will be good if production committees are formed in every village. They may see how best we can improve agriculture. The government may help them to promote the sale of improved seeds and better manure. If the government interference is reduced and the people are helped to help themselves, it will create the necessary enthusiasm for development. So far as irrigation projects are concerned, at present no new irrigation projects are taken up, and work on the existing projects is being slowed down. In my opinion, slowing down any irrigation project on the ground of want of finance is not a sound policy. The greatest economy can be affected by completing the work so that the fields may be irrigated and production increased. I request that the irrigation schemes may be completed as early as possible, even by borrowing money if necessary. So far as electricity schemes are concerned, the government are trying to manage with the limited resources available. Whatever be our view of a welfare state, we must understand that unless we have the necessary resources, we cannot make much progress. There is a general feeling that the resources of a government are unlimited. If it is understood that the resources of the government have to come from the people, it will reduce the demand on the government to take up the scheme, or that at the same time the interest of no region should be neglected. Minor irrigation schemes should be taken up wherever possible. After attaining independence, we have seen great development taking place in the country. Of course, we desire more progress, but we have achieved so much progress in spite of all difficulties. Letter from Kumaran Publishers, New Delhi to Messrs. Jack and Company, Chennai. Dear Sirs, it will be a great thing if you can save a lot by reducing your office expenses. For this purpose, we have brought out a publication entitled Scientific Office Management. It will tell you how you can avoid wasting office expenses. We may tell you that the book is the result of a long research made by the author for many years. He is now really regarded as an authority on office management. We are glad to tell you that the book is a unique one of its kind. In the first instance, it was published as a textbook for schools and colleges, but as there was great demand, it has now been revised so as to meet the requirements of office managers. It deals with the problems of office management and gives sound advice on how to meet them. It has not left out anything which should be said, and at the same time nothing has been said which is useless for the purpose. As a matter of fact, the book will be valuable guide to office managers and secretaries. Whatever be your line of business or problem, you are sure to profit by it. Please fill in the enclosed order form and send it to us. We shall be glad to send you the book by return of post. Yours faithfully.